What's up? It's William from Rocket Zero, and welcome to another pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building StarFire from Teen Titans Go. Now, for this pixel art, we're going to be using some light gray wool, purple wool, black wool, white terracotta for the skin tone, magenta wool, lime wool, and then just a couple blocks of white wool for her smile and eyes. So let's begin this pixel art by placing 6 black wools going straight up. And we can't be too close because she's kind of wide. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So make sure you guys have 6 black wools going straight up. Then on the left side, what we're going to do is that we're going to add a black wool and then a light blue. To the left of this light blue, we're going to add 2 black wools and 2 light blues on the top. Then followed up by 1 black wool with a light blue on the top and a black wool on the left. Now every so often, as we build this pixel art, I'm going to be taking a step back. I want you guys to have an opportunity to hit pause just in case you feel like I'm going way too fast and you need to slow down a bit. Just hit pause, shut me up, and then click play when you're ready to continue. But yeah, feel free to stop the video whenever you need to. So now let's continue. What we're going to do next is that on top of this light blue towards the left, we're going to place 5 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Then we're going to grab a magenta with a black wool on the top and 2 black wools on the left. Now in this section here, we need to place 3 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. So here we go. We're going to have a purple, then a black, a purple, then a black, and then a purple and a black. And that's going to be our 3 diagonal black wools. Then we're going to follow that up by adding 2 purple wools on top of our 6 black wools. And then we're going to add 2 more black wools on the right of those 2 purple wools that we just added. So we're of course going to be doing this bottom section of our StarFire. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. We're going to be doing her boots, her legs, and her mid section. So now let's continue. On top of this purple wool, we're going to go up by 6 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So make sure you have added 6 black wools. Then on the right, we're going to grab our purple. We're going to place 2 purple wools. Then 2 white terracottas. And then on the right side, we're going to do a row of 4 black wools going up. Then we need to grab our purple wool, because for our purple wool, we need to place 2 rows of 5 purple wools going towards the right. So here we go. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now on this right side of the purple wool, we need to go down by 7 black wool. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then starting right here at the bottom, we're going to place 3 purple wools with 2 white terracottas on the top. Then on the left side of the 3 purple wools and 2 white terracottas, we need to go down by 5 black wools. So make sure you guys have this so far. Feel free to pause it if you need to. But let's continue by placing 2 black wools, 2 purple wools, and then another 2 black wools. Then we're going to add a black below this purple, a purple on the left, and then another black on the left. Then we're going to follow that up by adding 3 purple wools and 1 black on the right. on this left side, we need to add 2 black wools going down, and they are going to be touching this row of sits on the left. Then we're going to add a light blue with a black on the bottom. Then to the right of the light blue, we need to add 3 purple wools. Then we're going to go down by 2 black wools. And then we're going to add right here on the bottom a row of 3 light blues with 3 black wools on the bottom. And that's how you make her legs and her boots. You know what? Let's go ahead and fill in the other boot with some purple wool. And there we go. That's going to be her boots. Now we can actually start working on her midsection. So for her midsection, we're going to need to grab our black wool. So let's grab our black wool. We're going to go up here. And on top of this purple, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a black wool on the left. And then on the right side, we're also going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a black wool on the right, but it needs to go right here. Do you guys see it? So you need to have a gap of 2. Then we need to grab our light blue wool. And we're going to place 2 rows of 3 light blue wools. We also need to switch back to our white terracotta, and we need to add 2 rows of 3 white terracottas. So that's going to be her midsection. Now we're actually going to work on that arm, on her left arm on our right. So for that, we're going to need to place 1 white terracotta there with a black wool on the top. Then what we're going to do next is that we're going to add a black wool with a light blue wool on the bottom. And below the light blue wool, we need to add 2 black wools. Then we're going to add a black next to the light blue, 2 light blues below that black, and 2 blacks below that light blue. Then we need to add a black wool next to these 2 light blues. Below the black wool, we're going to add 1 lime wool and 2 white terracottas with a black on the bottom. Then we're going to add a black next to the lime wool, a white terracotta next to the white terracotta, and a black wool next to the white terracotta. And then over here, we're going to add a black wool with a white terracotta, and we're going to place 3 black wool surrounding it. And that's going to be her hand. I would definitely recommend to pause it here. It's pretty easy to see what we build there, even if you didn't follow along. Now we need to go back up here in the middle section, and we're going to add a row of 5 purple wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a white terracotta on the left. Then over here, we need to place 3 black wools in this shape. I know it looks kind of funky, but that's how you need to place it. And then you need to add a purple, a lime, and a purple. Then we're going to add 2 diagonal black wools here. And later in the video, we're going to do her face. But for now, we're just going to worry about this arm and this part of her hair. So let's start working on that arm. So for that, we're going to need to grab our black. We're going to place a black wool next to this white terracotta. Below this black, we're going to add 1 white terracotta and 2 black wools. Then we're going to add a black, a white terracotta, a light blue, and a black wool. Then we're going to go here to the white terracotta. We're going to add a black, a light blue, a lime, and then 2 black wools. Then we're going to go to the light blue. We're going to place a black on the left of it, a light blue below, 2 white terracottas, and 1 black wool. Then we're going to add 1 black wool next to the light blue, a white terracotta, and a black wool. Then we're going to add 1 black wool next to this black wool. Below it, we're going to add 2 white terracottas and a black. Then what we're going to do next is kind of tricky. We're going to have to place 1 white terracotta here, a black wool to the left, and then right in this section we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And actually, no. What we're going to do is that we're going to place those 2 black wools right here. Make sure you guys have 2 black wools right here. I kind of got confused, so hopefully I didn't confuse you guys. But make sure you guys have 2 black wools, and then 1 black wool on the bottom. I know it looks super funky, but I promise you it's going to look amazing at the end of the video. And then we need to have 2 black wools to the left. So that's what I got it confused for. So basically like a letter C for, I don't know, zebra. So make sure you guys have this right here. Sorry if that was confusing, but we caught that mistake right away, so that was good. That's always good to catch your mistakes as soon as they happen. Alright, so then what we're going to do next is that over here, we need to add 3 diagonal black wools. But they need to be held up by magenta. So 1 black wool, a magenta, 1 black wool, a magenta, and a black wool. And there we go. Make sure you guys have this for the bottom of your StarFire. We're making great progress. So now it's time to actually start working on her pretty face. So now for her face, we're going to need to grab our white terracotta. We're going to go right to this lime wool, and we're going to place 3 white terracottas in that shape. Then on the left and on the right, we need to add a cube out of 4 white terracotta. So that's going to be our cube on the left. Now it's time for a cube on the right. So there you go. Then we need to grab our white, because we're going to place 2 white wools in this hole here. So 1, 2, and then 3 white wools on the top. Now we're going to go over here to this cube, and we're going to have a black wool. Then 2 magentas, a black wool on the bottom, and 2 black wools on this side. So I know that was kind of confusing, so let me just go over what we just did. You guys should have a square, and then on the right here, on the top part, you're going to add 1 black wool, 2 magentas, a black wool on the bottom, then 2 black wools on the right. And then we also need to add 1 more magenta. Then what we're going to do next is that on this left side here, we're going to make a cube out of 4 white terracottas, just like that. And then next to this white, we're going to add another cube. And then do you guys see this like fallen over L? Can you guys picture it? Right here. We need to fill that in. So we're just going to fill that in with some white terracotta. So you have the whole top part flat. Now we're going to start working on her eyes. So for that, we're going to grab our white wool. We're going to add another cube. There's a lot of cubes in this Fitzler, but we're going to add a cube out of white wool. And then 1 white wool on the top right. Now on this left side, we're going to start working on her like eyelashes. So we're going to place 2 diagonal black wools. Then we need to add a magenta with a black wool on the top. I know it looks kind of funky, but at the end, I promise you, it's going to look amazing. Then down here, what we're going to do is that we need to add a magenta and then 2 white terracottas on the left side, like so, because she does have an ear. She is, well, she's not human, but she does have the face of a human. So she still has ears, so that's what that's supposed to be. Now we need to grab our lime wool. We're going to place 2 lime wools on the bottom here, and then another 2 lime wools. So it's like a big letter L. Then we need to grab our black wool. We're going to add 2 black wools here and then 3 across the top. Then we need to grab our white terracotta. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you need to add 8 white terracottas, or just 2 rows of 4 white terracottas going up. That's what we're going to be using to separate the eyes. So now over here for her other eye, we're going to add a lime wool. Then we're going to have 3 black wools going up. Then we need to have 3 white wools with 2 black wools going up. Now on this side here, on the right side of her face, we need to place 5 black wools going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we need to add 1 black wool here. Then we need to place 3 magenta blocks like so. Because we need to place 1 black wool in this little corner. And then on the top, we need to go up by 2 black wools. But we're not done with her face quite yet. We still need to add a couple more blocks for detail. So for that, let's grab our our white terracotta, and let's actually finish her face. So right here, we're going to add a row of 7 white terracottas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. We also need to add a white terracotta here. And then we're also going to add 2 more right in the middle of her face. Just like that. Now here comes the fun part. We need to actually start working on her hair. So let's move the black wool right next to the magenta, because that's going to be the 2 blocks that we're going to be using now for the rest of the build. So let's make sure we have those ready to go. So now let's start up here. We need to have 1 diagonal black wool. Then we're going to add 2 magenta so we can place 2 black wools on the top and 2 black wools on the left. Then we're going to add another 2 magentas so we can place 2 black wools on the top and 1 black wool on the left. Then we're going to add 2 more black wools right here, starting on top of this 1 white terracotta. Also, feel free to stop the video if you feel like I'm going too fast. This part's pretty easy, so I'm going to be going kind of at a good pace. So now let's add a magenta with 4 black wools going to the left, and then 1 diagonal black wool with a magenta. What am I saying? Let me just go over that again. We're gonna place 4 black wools and then 1 diagonal black wool being supported by magenta. I need to calm down. I'm too hyper. Alright, then we're gonna have 2 black wools going down. 1, 2, and then another 2 black wools going down, supported by a magenta. Then we're going to add a magenta with 4 black wools going down. And then a magenta with 6 black wools going down. And then finally, we need to add 1 magenta, but this time on the right of the 6 black wools. We're going to go down by 5 black wools. And there we go. The final step is just going to be to fill in her hair with magenta wool. So let me line up next to the other clone so you guys can see how you need to fill it in. But it's pretty simple. Make sure to fill in this bottom part with magenta and then the top part with magenta. So as you guys do that, I'm going to start saying goodbye. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't. It really does help us out. Tell your friends about us. Feel free to leave a comment down below with a suggestion of what you want us to build next. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.